Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Smart Money Concept backtesting session with Ben and Roman. I'm Ben. Roman is the other dude on the channel. Hi, Roman. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Last week, you threw me like a little bit under the bus. You said like it was a difficult market and I wasn't able to do it and all that kind of stuff. But what do we have? Finished. It was hype, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that didn't seem difficult. So
Underestimated a little.
What will you have me do today?
It will be Avalanche.
Avalanche. Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I told you starting from September, but I think it's better to start from August as well as the last stream. It's a little more interesting.
Okay. So 1st of August?
Yeah.
Let's jump back in time. And as always, I have not seen this market. I don't know Avalanche. I don't know nothing. You think, yeah, sure. No, but actually, I really don't. Where am I going? Trade plan. Trading, not trade plan. Trade plan is something else. Shh, don't say it. Yeah, I just got triggered by this thing that is already in my account for some reason. But it shouldn't be.
Bug or something?
Hmm?
Some bug or something?
Yeah, some bugs and trade plan bug. Weird. Oh, well. All right. So if you're wondering, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? We are doing a backtest session, meaning we will go back in time, in this case, to the 1st of August, 2025, 31st of July, because the next day is August. And we will apply the strategy, the Smart Money Concept strategy. If you don't know that, go to the academy.com, alltrady.com/academy, and go for the Smart Money Concept course, where Roman will explain everything to me on how the strategy works, how to apply it. And yeah, you'll be up and running in no time doing these backtests yourself and getting good at this strategy. Because in the end, it's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. It just requires a lot of patience and strict rules, and yeah, doing it every day. That's when you become good at it. So with that out the way, let's get started with what we always do. So in this case, we're going over to the monthly time frame, and let me just remove the drawings because these are from like when we do our Wednesday sessions. Honestly, I don't know this mark. Like I couldn't tell you what happened in August with Avalanche. So we will mark up the chart and we'll see that we have a nice monthly top here, which, well, we're not going to reach anytime soon, but we'll just put it in there. We always mark the extremes that we think are good targets, because money tends to move towards points of interest, like this fair value gap got retested here. It didn't reach this, or didn't reach the all-time high yet. I don't know if it will. Not many coins did in 2025, so I doubt it. But we do have this monthly fair value gap that we're currently retesting again, and it looks like it's actually higher already. So this was a high time frame bearish, yeah, and we can mark this as a monthly fair value gap. So yeah, price was moving to the monthly fair value gap, then going down, taking this liquidity, or no, this created the fair value gap. Then it went in here, and then it came back and went into this liquidity again. So probably on lower time frames, there will be some reasons why the price moved back, and we can see if it indeed moved up like this. This point, actually looking at it, is quite strong, or at least the top of the fair value gap is quite strong. Then we have another target here that's a closer one. So we'll likely see that at some point. Let's just mark it as monthly as well. Okay. Oh yeah, and this. Okay. Yeah, so far on this time frame, don't see much. I mean, I see this fair value gap is getting hit, so probably this will be the full fill on the fair value gap. So this could be a nice target as well. Monthly full fill. Okay.
Yeah, well, you have your first target on the monthly, so the bearish target would be this swing low.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of difficult to grab it, so we'll get it on we'll get it better on the lower time frame. But yeah.
Yeah. And the bullish would be this one and the top of the fair value gap.
In other words,
basically the full fill.
I'm being a bit sloppy. Nice little target.
It's just when we are trading 4-hour time frame, then you really want to focus on the closest monthly targets.
Yeah. Okay. Then we go to weekly. And yeah. We have weekly fair value gap right here. And if you're new to this channel and you think like, oh my God, this is boring, it'll get interesting soon. Just bear with me for a few minutes while I do this. This is a bullish high time frame fair value gap. And as always, if you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to ask it. If you want me to go back to something, I will. Nice weekly fair value gap. Getting tested again. Some nice liquidity building here. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, what is your direction expectation?
Looking at it like this, I would say it's a little bit of a range forming. So you have this is currently a little bit of the range. So I mean, the option is always like we're entering this fair value gap, which is a high time frame fair value gap. So it's possible that we're going to see a reversal taking out this part, moving towards this line. That's possible. Other possibility obviously would be to hit this one and then take the target, maybe in a two-step. And the ultimate bearish part would be that it goes from here to this side and then move out and go there, or obviously go there is also possible. But at the moment, these are looking likely. Like I wouldn't expect it to drop below this one straight away, but anything's possible on the weekly, I suppose. I mean, we did have weekly shift.
Yeah, and this shift happened while testing monthly fair value gap.
Yeah. Yeah. So it took out this liquidity. So this liquidity, then that was that low point. We have a reaction of that one. Then we had another sweep, and then we have the shift based on this candle. So it's it took it again here and moved there. So then it took this one, and then we have this sweep, and it didn't sweep it again here. So yeah, these three seem more likely, with the most likely one currently, I think, being this one, the first one. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, looks like this one was the reaction to that rejection block. So this one week of the candle. So it will be interesting to see if you have any like 4-hour shift in this region. But in general, yeah, I agree that this is pretty much bullish so far. So the monthly time frame didn't really show monthly signs to me, except that monthly fair value gap. But weekly is definitely bullish.
Yep. Yeah. So it's gonna have that pullback already. And then, yeah, like I said, it can go from this fair value gap or for this fair value gap. But the good thing about the strategy is that it's a reactive strategy. We don't really care if it blows straight through this weekly fair value gap. We'll just pick it up on the next one. We don't enter just because it hit the fair value gap. There are more reasons for us to enter the trade. And we will be looking at those very shortly. Daily, yeah, so we have daily fair value gaps right here. I think the weekly ones are a little bit stronger. And we'll probably get some 4-hour fair value gaps here as well. So it's all right. I don't think I need to draw those out. It's just going to clutter the whole system.
Yeah. I mean, when you have weekly and they pretty much overlap with the daily fair value gap, so that's enough.
Yeah, exactly. Because we're not trading on those time frames. Like when you're trading on the 4-hour time frame, then you look at the 4-hour time frame for the entries, of course. But for like last week, you were really going like from that point A and point B. So going off that, then this would definitely be our point A, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, so far, yeah. So price reacted to this point.
Yep. And now we're
moving towards this one.
Towards this, yeah. This would have been point B.
Yeah. So if you see the reversal in this fair value gap, then this becomes the point A, and then you search for the point B somewhere above.
Yep. So we yeah. If we see the reversal, then this becomes point B or point A again. Now it's point B. So this is where we are a little bit careful in terms of taking shorts. If we were taking shorts, I don't know. We're just entering this market right now. So perhaps you would just let the market play out a little bit until it's more clear of what direction we're trading in.
Yeah, so I just want to say that if you go back to monthly time frame, so what I said that monthly isn't really bullish is that it had this like extreme sweep of liquidity within monthly fair value gap, and it was pretty bearish. So at least for now. So yeah, I'm not sure if we can use it, but that's just something to mention.
Yeah. I mean, if you go into the shorter time frames, then you could see that this is a little bit of the impulse move, and this could be a little bit of the correction move. So that usually means short-term shorts. Now, in this case, we're trading on the 4 hours, and that's the default setting for the smart money concept indicator that is included in all trading. So that's what we'll use, and we don't have to draw these fair value gaps manually anymore. Lovely.
Yeah, also, I think that you can apply the Fibonacci dealing range from this high to this low and see maybe we'll reach that, or yeah, even this low. So it's going back to daily or even, yeah, weekly time frame. That would be weekly dealing range.
And as always, I do it in reverse.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter because all you really care is this middle line.
Yeah, but for all intents and purposes, this looks nice. Yeah, right. Like this target, this would be OTE, optimal trade entry zone. That's what this indicates, which is the first strategy that you will learn in the Smart Money Concept course. That's the PD array one, the premium discount array trade setups, where you look for entries into this optimal trade entry. Now, if you go further into the Academy parts, then you will see that we're also applying order flow, which will give us a lot more trade opportunities. And that's what we generally tend to use now in these backtests. Otherwise, I think the first backtest with just PD array was very boring. I think the next one we already went straight into order flow part.
Yeah, because it's really hard to find like textbook PD array setups for backtesting. Like you need to wait a lot of time to find these.
Yep. So yeah, I think we just need to wait a bit and see. Like right now, there's no entry anywhere. So well, as we're heading towards this fair value gap, there is no 4-hour shift yet. Or maybe here. Yeah, this is kind of the 4-hour shift. Did we end?
Yeah, kind of.
Kinda.
I mean, yeah, if you switch to 1 hour time frame, then it is more clear that this is basically the change of character in 1 hour.
Yeah.
So this can be treated as shift. Because yeah, you'll have this situation pretty often when you don't have a clear pattern on the chart like this. And then like maybe if you scroll a little to so this candle, if you had it a little higher, then you wouldn't have any swings until this one.
Yeah.
And it would be too far. But just by going to the lower time frame, you can verify that this was a pretty valid shift.
Yep. So from last time, we saw that if it reaches point B and then we get a shift on the 4-hour, that's when we try to reverse our strategy and we look for a confirmation, right? So we don't have, so this is the shift. So now we need to look for, a next move. Like this one would not be, this would be too soon if we go in here. So we need to wait for the next one. So now we have,
I mean, you can already say that like by having the shift, this is first sign of the reversal of the trend.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you could have entered if you had the test of this one, you could have entered there.
It's equal. It's the same.
Yeah, it's not a test.
So it was an entry. So now we have our entry into the fair value gap. So this is when we switch to the 4-hour time frame and the 15-minute time frame, and we look for a shift on the 15 minutes. Shifts are swing candles. Swing candles are the ones where you have the closes or all the candle parts need to be lower than the middle one, or all the candle parts need to be higher than the middle one for it to be a swing point. And obviously it's a swing low or swing high. And that's on the 15 minutes. So this is the shifting point currently. It's the last swing before the lowest point in this fair value gap. So we need to close above it, and yeah, like that. So then we could set up our entry. The only thing I don't like about this one right now is that it's a weak move. It's a very weak move. It just crawled above this, and now it closed barely above this shift, indicating that this might not be the shift. So kind of, be on your toes.
Yeah, and also, as I said, like there is no liquidity sweep before the shift. So you just took the swing high, but there was no liquidity that has been taken there.
Yeah. Yeah. So would we add a rule to say that? Would we add a rule to our list?
I mean, that's the, like, if you remember the Quasimodo setup.
Mm-hmm. Yes. The Quasimodo
you need to have
is
this sweep of liquidity. And there is just a shift. There is no liquidity. Yeah. So you need to have this sweep. So you don't have this low on the chart. Like this could be, but this is not a sweep. It's just direct. I don't know. It just went through that. It's not a sweep of liquidity.
Okay. Well, okay. Let's assume that we are adding this to our rule, that we need to see at least that. Fine.
Yeah. I mean, it has to be the rule.
Then that rule would have played out nice now. So now we have that part, but now we also have entry into a next fair value gap. And here we do have it. So we have the shift, and we have the liquidity grab here. So that is actually a better one. So let's reset this one. How did you do that so quickly? This is what we call presets. You just press the preset again and it'll adjust to what you had configured. This would already give us a...
Yeah, I think you need to wait until you have the actual shift before setting it up.
True, yeah, it might go lower. And then I have to readjust everything like so. And these are all valid, right? We already had that shift before. Yeah. Still need to wait. That's the close. That's the close above it. It's tiny though, but you know what?
Yeah.
We're it's a nice target. It's a good target. Do we have anything that we could target that would be lower? No, this is already a nice low point, but I mean, technically, this candle is just like, yeah. Oh well, it's not a fair value gap, so, and I don't want to risk not getting into this position. I could have done it.
I mean, also for the targets, you can look for higher time frame as well. If you switch to daily, for example, you can start looking from the daily.
No, actually, this one is better.
Yeah, I mean, this one is pretty good.
Yeah. That would have been, that's the first 4-hour target. And as always, I'm conservative. Stop pushing me. Stop pushing me into these long. If you're wondering, like, what are they arguing about? Roman is a trader that takes more risk, has more positions with a longer or with higher risk reward ratios that often do play out. And I'm more like, no, just grab the small ones. It's fine. Just be consistent, trade more. And
yeah, mine is like less win rate, but higher reward, but also a lot more upsets because of losing positions.
Yeah, so mentally it's harder, like, or at least I would think so. Like this trade, this is a difficult one because this is technically a shift from a fair value gap, so we could potentially set up a new one, like so. But then we need to find another target, which is this. That's the first next target that gives us something, but it's too little. And in order to make that work, we need to be here. We need to be here, which is okay, I suppose. We can do that. And it just looks to me like I messed this trade up, by the way. I didn't set the risk size correctly. Because if I'm buying... Oh, no, it's correct. Yeah, it's correct. There we go. That's one. Now the target is not reached yet, and the target is reached, so we're done. Was there entry? Was there an entry? No, there was no entry.
Okay. No.
So then we cancel the position. All right, first position done. 4.24%.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Then we go back to our 4-hour. Now our point A, as we said before, is now this point. So this was our point A. This was then our point B. Now we have this point A, and our next point A would at least be here.
Yeah, point B, you mean?
Sorry, point B. So point A and point B would at least be here. So we can take longs until we get to this point, because this is the monthly fair value gap sweep or liquidity grab.
Yeah, you can also switch to higher time frames. Like you can switch to weekly because there is more than 7 days passed after that. Yeah, not too much to see here, to be honest.
No.
Then yeah, you can check the daily and see if you have anything on the daily. So you have a pretty good fair value gap here. So this could be the intermediate target.
Yep. Okie dokie.
Yeah, and also you have some liquidity here built in. So it might become the target later. Just something to be aware of. It doesn't mean that it's going to get swept right now. Just something to look at.
Okie dokie. That's that target, that daily fair value gap.
Mm-hmm.
That's the 15 minutes. It just went straight through. Yeah, technically this would be the shift. Which we're not there yet. Now we're there. So yeah, question is, can we find something that we like with a 4-hour target? That would be, yeah, this one. This little bit of liquidity here doesn't give us the correct 3, so we can adjust, especially because this one is just. But yeah, we'll see. Okay. And oh. No, this is bad. Yeah, that's a bad move. Bad
move. So the price reached daily fair value gap. Yep. And it might be the correction now. And so in this moments, there's just one more 4-hour fair value gap that you can work with right now. There's the one here. But again, you can just apply the Fibonacci daily range here. So probably it will correct into somewhere to the middle. Yeah.
Well, yes. I mean, you had already hinted me that this would that this one would fail. However, we always say you try until it fails.
Did I hint?
You hinted.
Huh?
You said it might reverse from this fair value gap on the daily.
It's just an assumption.
Well, I took it as a hint, and I don't play like I'm gonna take it because that's what I would do in this scenario.
No. Before that, we spoke like we talked about the riding the wave until it stops.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty much the correct move.
Yeah.
Because the opposite fair value gap, it might reverse there, but it might just go straight through this. Exactly. So you never know.
Exactly. And then you don't want to be caught off guard because this would have been a 5x trade.
Yeah.
So
it was a good decision.
Yeah, you're not gonna pass it up like. And this one, let's see. Do we have 4-hour shift? Well, kind of only here. So no 1 hour. Yeah, this was the highest point. So
wasn't that the shift?
Yeah. No, I would call this one. So we're there anyway. So 1 hour shift is.
Oh yeah, that was the lowest. Yeah, right.
So because this, yeah. So, yeah, I would be thinking indeed it's now we've reached point A. We're looking at point B, which would be, this was my shift entry part. Yeah, point B would be, oh wait, let's see, daily. That's close actually. It's quite close.
Yeah.
But we may have an opportunity. Okay, fulfilled already, so that's fine. Then we get no shift. There's the shift. So we had this liquidity grab here. This was the shift part. Then we can target our daily fair value gap right here. It gives us a 2.4, which is too little for me. But luckily we got some nice fair value gap right here. And then it makes it 3.9. Be happy with that. Oh, well, we're closer than we thought.
Yeah.
Oh, and now we get it.
Yeah, so it took out this liquidity and now it reverses.
Yeah, but
probably
was there a trade?
And it took out everything.
Oh, there was a trade. Would we have taken?
Yeah. I mean, we
it's
almost never trade these sweeps.
It's not a 4-hour thing.
Oh, it's like, it's a fractal. Like you could have taken this one, but we never actually backtested this one.
No, we never do that.
That's what I mentioned. I tested this strategy on Forex. So exactly the same setup. So just sweep of 1 hour liquidity and then shift on 5 minutes. And yeah, it works on Forex.
But what works on Forex does not necessarily work on crypto. This is terrible. This is not a trade I want. Like the shift would be here, but this is so low, and this is our target or our daily fair value gap part where we expect.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to take that trade. So we now have that daily fill of the fair, or that we're in there. So we need to be cautious and looking at some shifts to the upside. So this is the 4-hour one. I doubt we have 1 hour already. Yeah, no, we do. We do. That's the 1 hour shift.
Oh, yeah.
So that means that we could enter into this fair value gap or that one. And the question is, do we get a fill?
It's tricky.
Hey, because this is the, well.
What a weird set of candles.
Yeah. I mean, technically this one is the.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the shift.
Yeah. Okay. So we
could, if you just zoom it in vertically, so the candles are longer.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, it looks much better like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the shift. And nice fair value gap. So that's what I meant. I told this on the previous stream or stream before that. So this is what you really want. You want to have the shift with this nice fair value gap breakout.
Yeah. Yeah, because then it has a high chance of it coming back. And then we have our first target. Well, this one is our very first target. So that's already good. And I do want to see if we can then touch this one again. Oh, so cheeky. If we missed a trade because of this, I'm not going to be happy. But I feel a little bit more greed coming in, seeing all these these moves, these types of moves, like this type of move, this exact type of move. I see it so often now that I'm just willing to risk that. But the question is, do we get the reward? We do. Wow. I'm going to do this more often, Roman. 7.3%. 7.3%. Nice. What is the win rate? 50%? Yeah. So even though I'm playing very conservative, like I could have risked, like it was this one. I could have put it there and still had the same entry. Like there was no reason not to get that entry, really. It's such a nice fair value gap. And apparently Avalanche is very holy moly.
Oh wow.
Holy moly. What's this? October 6th? No, nowhere near. Yeah, look at this. It's like we're going up like that. Mid.
Yeah, and actually I really wanted to target the higher price there, but yeah, it would have been stop loss. I would have targeted this one.
Yeah, you see. So even though you might enter early, so because you would have entered earlier,
yeah,
because then you already had your 5 or your 6 or your 7, you would enter earlier, and then still end up with a stop loss. And in this case, I just entered later, got my profit, and it was also really good. So yeah, I'm gonna.
So it's more like you're risking not entering the position, and I'm risking being stopped out.
Yeah, which in my case ends up with nothing, and in your case, a % loss.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the difference.
And then mental breakdown and everything else.
Yeah, well, I mean, the other part, there's mental breakdown as well, right? Because if I had missed it and it was a good trade, then I would have been mentally upset about that. But that's it's probably easier to overcome missing a trade that would have worked out than entering a trade and having it in a loss, because then you actually have a negative consequence.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, because that's what I had like previously 2 weeks ago. And I really struggled because I canceled my position that would have been profitable.
Oh yeah,
so,
but the other thing is you don't cancel positions, right? Once you've made a plan and you stick to it.
Yeah.
But where are we right now? We are here. We had a 4-hour shift again. Now that's not necessarily something bad. So we need to look at this one. It's not really anything on the daily. It's not really anything on the weekly either. So we are still technically going long, but with a market move like this, it's going to be very difficult. And I would assume it will take out that liquidity first. It will take out this target first, I would say. This is the forming of a fair value gap, so we can't enter based on that. Yeah. Okay. Disaster is over. We are still going long. There we go.
Such a boring move down.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a trend line trader, you're laughing. Like this is a great breakout.
Oh yeah. This was my favorite, that fishing pole setup. And this is the opposite.
Oh, fair value gap over. Oh, and now we get into this sweep. It swept it
kind of a shift, but
kind of
really.
a shift.
I mean, again,
no, it's not.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we have 5 minutes.
But it's not. Yeah, we should have 5 minutes for this. So
yes,
this one would be it.
Yeah, this would be 5-minute change of character, and that's why it can be 15-minute shift.
So the close is now above it, so that's fine. Then we can move, and then it's such a weak move, Roman.
What do you mean?
No, it's fine actually. Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, it was a very weak move down.
Yeah,
it's like it was consistent but super slow.
Yeah,
and then you have a shift with the fair value gap.
Makes the target easy. Ooh, actually, this would be. This is a whole target. This is just one big target.
Yeah, I mean, kind of makes sense.
I mean, this one is not completely. No, it's now formed. So now it's formed, but it's not the. It's the first one, and targeting this would be ridiculous. Maybe targeting the middle part, the top. Yeah, but if you go for the top, you might as well go for this one. And I think this market is going like that, taking this new top, and we're still. This is still our point B. So technically, I'm gonna go for this one. Call me crazy, but I'm doing it.
No, I'm all for it. I support you.
Yeah, but in this case, like everything is there. and the stop loss is there as well. So we come on, move up.
Oh no, that's perfect flag.
Yeah, the perfect bear flag.
Fake out and then go down. Nope, another fake out.
Oh, this is painful. Like, look at all those days that you're in a trade. Oh, we might get another opportunity. Or another. Or not.
Oh, it was so close.
But no cigar. No, Roman.
Oh no.
Oh!
But I think it took out that swing high. It's probably your take profit was a little higher.
Yeah, no, it was. Where did I? It was this one.
Yeah, it took out this one.
How was it higher? What did I mess up? Because this was my target.
You had your take profit slightly higher.
I can go back in that. That was my target. I don't know what messed up my trade, but I would not have messed that up. That would have been my trade. Come on. You can go back in the video. You saw that was my trade.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't work like that when you actually trade.
No.
I had that when I didn't close, like my take profit wasn't reached on Bitcoin by like 2 cents or something like that. And yeah, it was just ridiculous.
This one, right?
I'm happy I didn't. Yeah, this one. I'm happy I didn't trade like huge amounts because, yeah, I would go crazy.
Okay. Is my... Oh, I see. Yeah. It just... I think it got... No. I thought maybe it moved up because of fees or something, but maybe because it's not set up as a fixed price. I need to check that when I set up a new one. But also, like, no entry in between. Like, if you didn't catch this one, you would have had no entry.
Yeah.
Now we're at 16.4. And then we all know what happened. So I'm going to ignore what happened here because that's not fair. I mean, this was my target. I don't know why it didn't, like, I go back in the video and you can see that's where I wanted my target to be. And in any normal situation, that would have been you would have had plenty of time. Like, you would have had days to correct this mistake. So it's a fair point.
Yeah, and also you missed like by 2,000s.
Yeah, by nothing. So
yeah, you had your initial. I'm just reviewing the replay. So yeah, you had your initial take profit set correctly, but then something messed up. So you started moving it to different points of interest, and then yeah, you put it slightly higher, like 2,000s. 2,000 higher of the highest price.
So yeah, you would have had plenty, like you would have had days to do this. Like, how many days was it? 17, 2 days. Yeah. But now, where are we? We are, yeah, here, but it's still, yeah, daily liquidity grab. No, not even, because it's this. This is the target, the daily. But we do have, yeah, 1 hour shift here, but I wanted to ignore this one. And anyway, there wouldn't have been, well, maybe there would have been an entry here. Would there have been an entry there? There. Yeah, but what do you target? What would you target? This one? Let's see if it was there. I will take it, even though I know that it's going to go fairly close back to. And I don't know, it might be a bad trade. So that's the shift. This was a good one because it's like nice fair value gap. So we would go short here. We would set the stop loss there. We would set this one here. If it gets us our 3, we would do that. If it doesn't, we might have to go lower. Oof. I think I would have skipped this one because then I would have to go here. It's nice, but this was already a nice fair value gap.
Yeah, and what is your target? Can you switch to higher time frame?
It's the daily.
And this one.
Yeah.
And there is another one.
Yeah, but this one is the first. This is the first part with grabbing this liquidity and then reversing. So I definitely would I prefer to use this as a target actually, but yeah, that definitely gives us. So no, I'm going to skip this trade.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would have made it, but yeah, it would have been too risky. Like I wouldn't have done that. It would have been a perfect 4x trade, but yeah. No. Shake it off. Like now maybe you get a better opportunity. Although we do have that kind of. Is this going to be one of those choppy markets again, Roman, like last week?
It's the same time frame. I mean, time period.
Yeah, so it's very choppy here. We get some nice shifts here. Grab in the right direction. I mean, technically, this is bearish move short term. So we go until it stops working for us. When in doubt, and you have clear entry parts, then you go for it. I mean, is this? Ideally,
you can try.
This would be the shift.
You can try 5-minute chart.
Yeah, it worked well for us the other time. Then it's this point, and then we can go back. So yeah, technically that is the low point. Okay, that's fine. Then I can agree to that. That's a nice. Ooh. 4 hour. What is our target? It's 3.8. So I think that this would be our target then. With a 4. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fine. Okie dokie. Oh.
Classic.
But that was another sweep. We have another opportunity. And we don't give up that easily. That's our sell side liquidity. So that would be what we would target. But now we have to target something like a lot higher. That's not so ideal. But this move is so aggressive.
Yeah, you can switch to 5-minute again. Maybe there is something like some yeah, you have the fair value gap, even in the reverse fair value gap there.
Yeah. That gives us the stop losses also. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, so
moving back to the 15 minutes.
Might get there.
Don't have a floating trade. Oh,
didn't reach.
Yep.
It was pretty close. But did it reach that, like, yeah, it reached the inverse fair value gap, but just didn't get to fulfilling it.
Yeah, but otherwise we wouldn't have had the entry part. Okay, I can't properly see it. No, and that was borderline. It was borderline. So yeah, maybe if I did it absolutely on the spot, like maybe would have squeezed it out. But yeah, now we get another opportunity. No fair value gaps already fulfilled. This one, yeah. I'd set it there. Okay, so this target will definitely give us a 4. Yeah. Oh, let's see. No. 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 Yeah, daily sweep of this one. Okay, I get it. This weekly fair value gap is fulfilled, so we don't need that. But man, this fair value gap is getting nice now. Like I would think more like this actually.
Yeah, I think your screen is not being updated on the stream.
StreamYard says yes.
On YouTube, I don't see it updating. It's like stuck.
Are we stuck?
It's like last couple of minutes are not updated.
Did I lose? I don't see anything. Is the are you sure?
Yeah, I mean on YouTube it works, but just screen is frozen. YouTube it works, but just screen is.
Yeah. It's just the screen. Oh well. Let's see what happens when I reload. Are we back yet?
Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, it's updated.
Okay. Strange. Okay, well, in case you missed it, we just missed another trade. Had some technical difficulties with the stream. Had to restart it. I didn't get any notification about that, but oh well. So we're back at it. And yeah, so this is looking like nice now. I reckon we'll go there. But as we are close to the end of the stream, I think we can leave it at here. I think we lost all our viewers anyway because of the technical difficulties. What can you do? All right. Let's see the results then. At least we can do that. 14%, 42.85 win rate. Not bad. Wasn't quite finished yet. Made some better decisions based on like what was making sure that there's a shift before we, like a liquidity sweep, the Quasimodo move before we enter. Not too greedy, not too fast. That's the new rule that we're adding to the playlist. Agreed?
Yeah.
All right. Then on that note, I will invite you all tomorrow, hopefully. If planning permits, we'll be there tomorrow. If not, I'll be there on Thursday with the quick scan session. So make sure that you subscribe. You'll be notified if the stream will continue tomorrow. You'll be notified an hour in advance via email, via push notification, whatever your preference is. And then we'll go over the markets. And otherwise, we'll do a live trading session with real money on Thursday. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Soda, for being here, sticking with us, even though the stream was cancelled. And then we'll see everyone on the next one. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Roman. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Thank you.